dividing the opposition further?
I don't think, I mean, there is a time for, well, people have big choices, they have big choices with which one well, and what we want to reiterate is that those seats are still under Pakatan Harapan, under DAP, under PKR. Will continue to serve those seats as a party, and they are elected on party ticket. Someone has called them to resign. The point is that these are the seats with the party, and it's now time for the other party who think that this is a good plan. They have to convince everyone to see what sort of plan that they have made. I think because of this realignment, some people have weird ideas, and we'll see how they develop. But ultimately, the seats are still CAP seats or PKR seats, and we wait for the other party to convince us what's the game plan.
But isn't it premature for like other people like George and Jay yesterday called them frogs?
I wouldn't use those language, but
I think we can understand the sentiment. I won't use those language, but we understand the sentiment. I mean, to the DAP, we are for greater realignment. We are for greater realignment, but I think realignment doesn't have to happen at the expense of DAP.
Okay, so are you willing to work with these new parties?
Well, we're wait to see what is their game plan. We'll wait and see what's the game plan, and we'll still hear from them. They have to convince us what's the best plan for Sabah and for Malaysia. Okay. But the point is that we think that realignment is needed, but it doesn't have to happen at the expense of DAP and PKR. Grand coalition or a broader opposition has to be principled and has to be based on certain clear ideas and ideals. Which is why we think that realignment doesn't have to happen at the expense of the DAP and PKR, because we believe that when you draw the line has to be clear and based on a certain ideas and ideals. Some shared ideas and ideals. And that shared ideal and ideas are basically, number one, we are all against Najib, and we want to see Najib's removal. Number two, we want to see a Malaysia that is fairer, that is doing more for ordinary people and not for the cronies. And that we are all for a better Malaysia. And we are for democracy against dictatorial powers or dictators. But we must actually clarify what are our ideas and ideals in order to realign. And that includes in Sabah, the broader coalition has to also offer Sabah, Sarawak a clear plan for decentralization. And the realignment doesn't mean that we form parties that are deepening division within the society, but we actually have to bridge the society and find new institutional setup. We understand that there are a lot of disenchantment among Sabahan and Sarawakians, and therefore there is a need for a new structure, a decentralized structure, so that Sabah and Sarawak has more autonomies or more autonomic powers. But it doesn't mean that we want to break up this country. So I think these are lines that we have to, these are clear lines that we have to draw in order to realign, and realignment has to be based on principled stance and not just about removing Najib alone.